And we are live.
Which one are you?
We here. We're live.
Oh, okay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the den. You got me, Jane?
Yeah,
You in there?
I'm trying to find you.
That ain't good, dog.
I mean, I'm looking. It's not coming up. Okay, hold on.
Go to your page.
I see live. There we go.
There it is. See?
Now,
That's simple.
okay.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, so let me share you first.
Let's do this.
There we go. Now
we in there?
We're good.
We good. Welcome to the den, y'all. I got my guy right here. Put it on mute. We got my guy right here, James Cain, the one and only. What's really going on?
Man, about time.
Ain't look like it's my fault. Yeah, you're busy.
Let me take a drink.
Well, we can take a drink. Let's go on and toast to the evening, to a good evening in podcasting. We're going to get into a lot of stuff. So let me start I'm super excited.
So let me start over.
Well, let's go.
It's about damn time you done had me in here. So, man.
It's not my fault.
Hey, listen. I've been doing shit for years. And instead of me interviewing folks, I'm finally getting interviewed. So look, I'm finna have some fun, y'all.
You better.
Hey.
You better come on with it. He don't even understand. You in the den. This is where shit happens. This is where all bars are down. You say what you need to say, do what you need to do.
I'm gonna keep it copacetic.
And that's what it is. But I recall meeting you way back in the day when I worked at Toyota, and I was in the rental department, and I recall because you was friends with our GM. Yeah. And it irritated me so bad. Why? That you
why? Because he called back there. Hey, whatever you do, make sure you take care of Mr.
Well, whatever you need. I'm like, who is this man? And the first meeting, we had a little, who draws was bigger. Who was really running shit? Yeah, I'm the manager over here, but he was like, I don't give a fuck.
I had to pull rank, face. Yeah, I had to pull rank, man. Miss April was tripping, okay?
I was not.
We're gonna keep it real on here, okay? Miss April didn't like the pull that I got. I was getting taken care of, okay? I had an organization, Arkansas Thunder basketball team, AAU. Miss April was running the rental department, okay? So, I didn't like the prices. I'm just going to tell you. And I went and talked to the man sitting next to the goddamn man. And guess what? He made a call. Miss April hated me about 3 months.
No. Let me go. Let me go and give you the real on that. It wasn't the fact that I hated you per se. I hated the fact that you went on my head when in my mind I was like, all this brother had to do was have a conversation with me, and I could have worked something out.
And we end up having that conversation, and look at us today.
I know. It was the best. We started a really good friendship. We got past that. And it's been good ever since. But I always look back to
y'all know how black folks is.
Somehow I feel like that's a dig. He's still digging, man.
But they should have never gave me this mic tonight because I'm gonna use it, okay? I'm gonna say it one more time. It's about time I should have been the first one.
I'm gonna take this damn mic. Okay. That's what I'm finna do. Anyway, given the fact that when we met, you was working with the youth, and I, once I got to know you, I found that to be, amazing because I work within the community, and I love seeing other people doing the same thing. So are you still with that organization, or are you with any other organization?
Well, I'm not with that organization no more. As you get older and things come, you move on. But I'm still working with the kids, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm probably gonna be working with kids until the good Lord called me in. And I was, it started with my father. He's a preacher. And he was involved in the
PK. Oh, that says so much right there.
He was in the community and working with kids, and then he raised us to work with kids. And then when I started radio, which I'm sure we'll talk about that, I got to give credit to Broadway Joe, because one thing he's going to teach you is to love your community, because one thing, if you love your community gonna love you back.
Definitely.
And I tell anybody that, man. when they ask me stuff about Broadway Joe, I have to bring that up. That man taught us how to deal and be in the community, and it was a must. If you didn't work in the community, then he wasn't gonna fool with you, and I thank him for that because as I help kids and help people too, because it helped me with my heart. You know, it's better to give and receive, and I'm always and I'll be a true witness to that. And I'm not finna preach and nothing like that. I'm not finna do that because I got this liquor right here. But I'm not finna do that. But I'm just gonna share with you. And I tell people that, man, help people out, because when you help people out, man, God gonna give you 10-folds, 20-folds. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true believer of that. So, and I'm sure we're gonna touch on that too, because that's some things I think that's lacking in the community, lacking with these kids. You know, we don't put them to the side for other things, but
definitely, you know. And I'm glad you brought that up, because you have an organization,
right?
You know, if anybody that knows you, if they're friends with you on your page, Kappa Alpha Psi is front and center, and you know, all the time. So, given the fact I was on, anybody that I have on, we spoke prior. I talk about the things that I find out about you and what I research, and I found that you have an organization within an organization that deals with the youth. Can you touch on that
It's
a little
called
bit?
Kappa League. It's the Guys Right program. When I first got into the organization, that's the first thing I told them. I said I wanted to work with the kids because I have a passion for kids, because, like I said earlier, we have to raise these kids. And what we're missing that village. Well, the Brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi is that village to help these young black men, because I tell the guys all the time, I want to see, I tell my son this, and I tell my daughter this. I don't want them people at school. You know, I'm gonna tell you like this. Can I keep it real? I don't want
you in the den. Please keep it real.
I don't want them white folks calling me for no nonsense at their schoolhouse.
Never.
I want them white folks to call me and say, Mr. Cain, your son or your daughter's getting an award. Your son is doing tremendous. He's doing this. Your daughter that. That's what I want them to call me. You know, same thing my daddy told me, man, don't have me come down there for no BS.
For nothing.
I do. And he came down there one time.
It didn't take no more.
Yeah, but he didn't come down there no more. You know what I'm saying? But
for real.
That's what we have to get to in teaching these kids. And we teach the same thing. We teaching these young boys into being men. And they're watching us. And how do I know? They're watching everything we doing, from the moves we do to the way we dress to the way we talk. And you have to be careful. You know, they're mimicking that. You know what I'm saying?
Mimicking everything that we do. And as a black man, in your community, what is your organization? When your organization, the lead, what structure, what do you do? What activities that you do to, you know, to bring them along, to show them, you know, the right path?
Well, you know, there's no sagging. When we have meetings, we teach them how to dress. You have to come to the meeting a certain way. It depends on what the meeting is, but you have to have a collar shirt on. If it's a formal meeting, you have to have your necktie, your bow tie on, your blazer, your white shirt, your tan khakis, your brown socks, tan shoes. You know, you're informative. And I tell them like that. And look, my dad's a new. And you know, my dad used to tell me, listen, man, my dad tell me, and he tell me, he said, when you dress better, you feel better.
And that is so true. That's not only for men.
Yeah.
You know, I can speak from a woman perspective. You know, when we dress up, when we look in our best, when we feel a whole different vibe. You know, so I can only imagine. That is so. That's awesome that you instill that. So in that Kappa Alpha Psi, do y'all collab with any other organizations?
Yeah, we do on community events. You know, it depends. You know, we partner with a lot of people. You know, of course, we partner with the Dream Foundation. That's one of one of the organizations as well that we partner. We recently partnered up with Shop with a Cop in North Little Rock. I don't know if you've seen the pictures or seen it on Facebook.
That.
Yeah. Where we took kids and listen, that's a beautiful thing, man, because we woke up early that morning. We went out to Walmart and they had to pick these kids and we took them around shopping. And I'm gonna tell you, man, when you see kids that light up, because some kids don't even know if they're gonna have a Christmas.
Yeah, I know a few kids, today like that.
And when you see them kids go through there and shop, man, it just warms your heart. I tell people like this, look, I haven't did no Christmas shopping. You know, I'm the one that give money. I don't go in them stores. I tell people, you know, what you want. I tell them, I don't know. Whatever you give me, because I've been blessed, you know, and I'm not one of them ones that, man, I need to have these $300 pair of shoes. And I go get my own stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, whatever I want. But if I can see other people that's less fortunate, that's enough for me.
And the fact that you work with youth, I used to work with youth. I used to have an organization called It Takes a Village, and I had a young man named Sincere. He was murdered, and I couldn't do that organization anymore. I just, for some reason, that took me out. And so to see someone else working with the youth, that just warms my heart, because when you give back to the community, people just don't know how it feels. So I chose a different path now, and I work with the homeless.
Yeah.
And to give back, it just feels good.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. So if a family wanted to get involved or wanted to be a part of that shop with, I know it's probably too late this year because you guys have you already done it?
Look, we've already done it, but look, you can go to my Facebook page. You can go to the Conway Alumni Chapter of Cap Alpha Psi Facebook page. You can also go to Little Rock Alumni Chapter. We have ways that people, organizations want to partner with us to help the community. We're always that's a 24-hour.
Out, yes. Yeah, say that again.
That's a 24.
It's not just Christmas.
It's
that's
not just Christmas.
No.
It's just not the first of the year.
No.
That's 24 hours. You just call one of us bros, and we'll put something together, and we'll get out here and help this community, because we're involved in the community as well.
That's good. So how do you ensure your work is inclusive and representative of a diverse voice?
Well, you know, diversity, that's important, you know. And that's that DEI, man.
Good. Oh, we go. Oh, come on with it.
You know, you take me back to my study, because that's all I'm studying now. Is while I'm working on my doctorate. But you have to do your research. You know, it's obvious that a Caucasian person may not like what an African American likes, so you have to see what it is that triggers them, what turns them off. You know, you have to do your research, and that's what it's come to now. You know, I know people say, well, you know, white kids listen to what we, yeah, they do, but we're talking about other type of stuff. You know, someone might not eat what we might eat. They might not talk like we have to talk, but you know, we got to resonate the same message. But how do you resonate the same message to different diversities? That's what you have to do.
So in your organization with Cap Alpha Psi, I know it's HBCU, you know, it's a Black organization. And when you're in the community, is it diverse? Do you work with white kids?
It's diversity. I have a brother, Antonio Jameson. He has the Jameson Center, and he has a diversity kids, and we help, you know, participate in the stuff that he do. So it's diverse. We're not gonna turn nobody down. Let me tell you something, man. You know, and I might be a little funny with this, man. When the lights go out, we all one color. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, man. If a white kid, an Asian kid, or whatever come to me and need help, I'm gonna help him.
Okay, so how do you feel about, you know, because in the den, everybody know me. Yeah. I slide this shit in, you know, because we talk about life, love, politics, and all the bullshit. So given the fact that we are talking about diversity, you know, DEI, you know, our president that's coming in, you know, they want to, if HBCUs or have any type of diversity program or DEI program or whatever the case may be, they're trying to out it. How do you feel about that? Because go ahead.
I don't see how they're gonna be able to out it.
You know,
you know, what you gonna, you know? Let me explain some. And look, she say don't do it, but I've been knowing it for years. I'm gonna call in with Miss April. You know, to me, in my opinion, I think DEI is just another code word for the word affirmative action. You know, they don't like that. They don't like that word affirmative action. You know,
I think it's intimidating.
Yeah. So I think they changed it to the upper class DEI, diversity, equity, inclusive. You know, so I don't see how can you take it out?
Because, you know, right now they're saying that, you know, if any HBCU or any college that is teaching anything that, how can you say it? Anything about slavery, anything about their ancestors that is not shined in a positive light, they want to get
Is
rid of.
is because they're scared to teach you? Are they scared of the truth?
I think they are afraid of what happened to them might come
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
because they always say what goes around come around,
Or
but
or are they really scared? Because I had a conversation, and look, I love the barbershop conversation because we talk about everything. The gloves come off. You know what gets me, and is that when they talk about that, and you look, their kids are more black. Some white kids are more blacker than us. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from the ones that's doing that talk. You know what I'm saying, man? Your kids is wearing what we're talking and listening to what we're talking. They love our culture.
They in love with our culture.
There you go.
They cannot live without it. They
right.
wake up breathing it.
And you're right. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? The same people that talk about rap music. I mean, I'm sitting here watching ESPN, and guess who comes on? Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? Let them cook.
Like, see, guess who doing the NFL thing right now? Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, but they'll sit here and talk about our culture. But it's our culture, our music
is leading the way.
That's leading the way.
It is. It is. They so quick to say black people are this and it's this and we're that and we're this and we're that. But everything they do is modern after what we do. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And
man, black folks, look.
Why are we so forgiving?
Listen, you ain't gotta forget where you come from. I could be black, I could be just like them, I could sit in the room with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Conversate with anybody. But that's the way they taught us. They taught us to be forgiving like that. You know what I'm saying? How many times have you heard growing up? How many times have you heard growing up? Just brush it off. Turn the other shoulder.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Put it in God's hand.
That's a favorite line there.
Yeah.
God to take care of it, God let God handle it.
If you do the research in slavery, the white man programmed the black man's mind. You see what I'm saying? And once they
be careful because you got some people out there that they ain't ready for that conversation.
Right.
They don't want to hear that they are programmed.
It's programmed.
It is. It's definitely programmed.
It's programmed. Let me tell you something. And you do your research because that's all I do. And anybody that's working on their doctorate or become a doctor, all you do is research and you learn. And let me tell you something. The white man loved the slave more than he loved his wife.
That is true.
And you know why? Because that slave made him money and kept him happy. He got a two-for-one deal.
And that's why the slave master's wife was so angry at the black maid because she was getting all the attention. She was so respected in that house.
Where you think all the Oreo cookies come from? The mixed babies. Where you think they come from?
Oh wow.
Okay.
This is a whole nother conversation. We're not going to do this podcast tonight because I can sit here and talk this shit right here all night, literally all night. But we're going to get back into it. What role do you see residents, businesses, and local government creating a positive change for our youth? Because, right now, I would say our youth is in a state of confusion, don't know which way to turn. They want to say that we done lost a whole generation to being gay. I see it and I don't see it. I think people are born gay, and and some people say that they are influenced to be gay, and that's a whole nother story. But how do you think government can create positive change within our community?
Well, we got to go and see where we drop the baton at, because
when you say us,
where the world dropped the baton, okay? Because I don't want to sit and tell my age, but when I was growing up, you had a village, you had a community that helped raise. You had the community centers, you had the Boys and Girls Club, you had all kind of after school programs. It's funny to me when the government do budget cuts, those are the first cuts that they do.
do.
And you look everywhere they go, they look to cut those out. You gotta have those. What you think kept us off the street? We played basketball to 12, 1 o'clock at night.
There it is.
And was too tired to do anything else.
Yeah.
When do most crimes happen? Yeah. After midnight. Now, when I get on watch TV, it's always somebody that got shot, or done got killed, or got robbed between the hours of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. You tire them out and you give them something to do and keep their mind off of bad, off of stuff. Now, one thing I know, the city of Little Rock do it, and when I was in comedy, do it. I don't know if I think other cities are doing it. They had jobs for these kids too as well.
Well, what was those called back in the day? Because I remember it was a job program when I was growing up. I can't recall the job program that it was, but it was definitely, I remember making $3.20. That's definitely couldn't tell my age, but I was making $3.25 an hour, and we worked at the school, and it was through a job program that the government provided,
Because I think now that you have to, and this is something I don't understand, I know you have to get a job permit. What, you have to be 16?
16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my question: why you got to get a job permit when you can just drop the age and you allow these kids to get jobs? Then that way they won't be out. Why? Let me enlighten something on you.
Come on.
Listen, I've been, my wife tell me all the time. She said, "You spoil your kids." Let me tell you why I spoil my kids. Because I don't want my kids going to look for love nowhere else. Normally, folks look for love when they're not getting it at home or they see something. Now, I tell my kids all the time, look, you do what me and your mama tell you to do. You do good in school. You don't have to worry about nothing. You get a car, they got a car. You go to college, you don't have to worry no bill, send to bill. You just do what you want to do, because I don't want my kids going out here thinking they got to get to the streets to get what they want. That's what most kids do. It makes me mad when I mentor a kid that's been in trouble. The first thing I do is I look at their feet, and they got $300 pair of shoes on, but they're in detention hall that they don't get kicked out of school. Let me tell you something. Yeah. I remember my daddy bought me a pair of Charles Barkley's. Those suckers cost $250. I got in trouble. He took them shoes and threw them in the trash.
Oh.
He didn't have no more problems out of me.
Oh, wow.
He said, you think I'm finna allow my son to wear a pair of $250 pair of shoes and you can't go to that schoolhouse and act the fool? No, sir. You take them shoes off right now. He threw them right there in the trash can, and it crushed my heart.
But how do we reach those kids that doesn't have what you had or what I had? Because the kids that's in the community today that doesn't have the two household parent, or that doesn't have a mentor, or you know what I'm saying, that looking for love, and the only place they're finding it is the streets. How do we reach those kids?
Jobs. Corporations create jobs. Why can't the city create organizations or come up with special funding for people to help with these at-risk kids?
But that comes back to voting, though. But we vote people into office that can give us those avenues to help our community. But when we talk about voting, it goes back to saying, we hear people say, "Oh, they ain't vote. What we voting for? Our voices is not heard." But then we don't vote. People don't get out and vote. And then the people get in that's not for our communities, and then we sit back and cry about our community is not getting what they're needing.
But I think you have to educate. Education is very important. You have to educate. I hear that all the time. Your vote doesn't count. Yes, it does. You got to vote for the people in these smaller cities. Like you got to vote for the mayor. You got to vote for the alderman, the city council.
It's not the presidential election.
You put them in that office so they be your voice.
Right.
That's how your vote counts.
Prime examples, Sarah Huckabee. Yeah. We vote, they voted or whoever. I didn't vote for. I ain't ashamed to say it. I didn't vote for, but she is the person that is, trained in the laws and how your state is structured. right now and what you can get and what your community is allowed to have. She's on that DEI cut out and put in the dumb white guy, because DEI is taking over the world. That's what they think. That's what they're saying, and which is just dumb within itself. But if we don't get out and vote, if we don't get out and speak about the things that's going on in our community, then our communities are not going to be heard.
Right.
And there's no way that we can help and then there's no way we can help the kids within our community. But with a governor like Sarah Huckabee in office, what do you think we need to do? We still got to reach out to our kids. We have little leagues, football, but I talk with Reggie. What is it, Reggie Sweeten? Sweden? Yeah. I always fuck up his last name. And it is what it is.
Don't mess up New man.
I said it is what it is.
I got you, Red.
But I spoke with him about Little League football, and he has an I call it upper class, league. Yeah. But we do have those leagues that does not have the parents that can come out grassroots that don't come out and support that. When the games are on Saturday, only 5 parents is in the stand. How do we reach those kids?
That's a tough one because you're asking somebody that had to deal with that too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was going. Listen, when I had Arkansas Thunder, I was going all over the state of Arkansas picking up kids. I was going as far as Lake Village, Malvern, to make sure they get to the game, put them up in a hotel, then take them back. Spend a lot of my own money. That might be that's what I'm trying to tell you. That village, but see, definitely a village. But see what people gotta understand is this: do it because you want to do it. We sit here and talk about it. Just instead of talking about it, be about it. Just do it.
Oh my God, that is so. Say that again.
Instead of talking about it, be about it. It's not hard to reach these kids. I'm telling you.
But it seems like if you listen to people online, if you even just if we made a post today,
let me tell you something.
They'll blame it all on I know single parents have a hard time, and sometimes we need a village.
Let me tell you something. Back in the day, the city of Little Rock used to have this midnight basketball. Now they done brought it back now.
Okay.
I work with that now. But they used to have this in the summertime midnight basketball where they would have tournaments and they would let the kids hoop about midnight. Then I guess they would have a tournament and then whoever won that would go and play off in different cities. You have to get back to that type of stuff. I'm telling you, there's nothing. The reason why the crime rate is so up, there's nothing for these kids to do.
Okay, but all the programs, we have a few after school programs left, like down the street from here. We have the Boys and Girls Club, but I don't know too many people that know about it or their kids go to it, but other than the neighborhood kids. But to get those programs back in our community, what do you think we need to do? I have tried. That's what I gave up. I let the ball drop. I'm not, I did. It just was so frustrating.
That goes back to that question what you asked me. You have to do your research. What's going to keep these kids here? When we was going we had the arcade. We was playing games. We was playing basketball. We were chasing women, girls and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. We had simple shit in that matter. Yeah, it was simple for us.
Look how social media and the digital world has evolutionized these kids' minds. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so are you saying that we got to incorporate social media?
You got to.
Into whatever program that we set forth, and we have to somehow implement social media. But how? What is it? How would we do that? That is a big feat. That's a big hill to climb. Social media is so, is wide. That's a widespread organization right there, social media.
Let me tell you something. You see, look at these phones right here.
Okay.
Okay, when you go to a restaurant, okay, what are you doing? 9 times out of 10, is anybody talking anymore? They're talking on their phone. You have to. You see what I'm saying? There's ways to reach these kids. uh, social media, text message.
Mhm.
You have to sit at the table with the big wigs, the ones that got the money and all that, and you have to come up with something. You're gonna have to do research. Do I have the answer? You know, you could go back to some of the stuff we did back then and keep the kids, but then you have to change it up because that worked for us. Now you have to take what worked for us and make it work for them. Now I remember, and look, I get this from my old man. I tie a lot of stuff, movies, and analogy. That's how I tie it. And like drumline.
Okay.
You remember the band director? He wanted to play the Flight of the Bumblebee.
Right. He was more orchestrated.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, you take that, but you had younger people in there. They didn't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So guess what he said? I'll take a little bit of old, mix with a little bit of new, and we make magic. And they made magic.
And they did.
That's the same thing you do with these kids right here. You take a little bit of old stuff that worked for us, and you incorporate with the new stuff that's gonna work for them. And guess what? Voila, you got magic.
So it's going to take us as a community to come up with those programs.
It's going to have to
because it's coding. You got coding out there. You know, that's a big thing. Gaming is a big thing. And instead of us saying, "Oh, my kid on the computer too much," or "My kid doing this too much on the game or on social media too much," we got to find a way to incorporate that and to get them in a program that geared toward that. So
it ain't no difference than when we was playing them big arcade games, Contra.
Yeah, but we was outside. We
was playing. We was gaming.
I'm just saying what everybody else is saying.
I'm gonna take up for the young folks because I still play.
Yeah, my kid is a coder.
Okay, if I had time, I'll play PlayStation 5. It's killing me now. I don't have time. I play college football.
Not college football.
I don't have
Saves
time.
a Steelers fan.
Yeah, that's right.
We get into that later. So, what measures do you? What measure the impact of your work, your organization? How does it impact the youngsters today and the organization that you and the Cap Alpha Psi doing? How does it impact within the community?
Keeps them out the streets. We don't have to worry about our boys going robbing, stealing, killing. You know, we know where they're at. We know what we got. We know what we're working with, and we know what we raised. And since I've taken over, now I don't want to say since I've taken over, since I've been the guy, right? Because it's been successful. The guys that I brought in, they actually, they went to college.
Okay.
We have guys that didn't know, young men that didn't know how to talk. They were shy. Now they can't stop them from talking.
Oh,
That's awesome. Some even thought about didn't even want to go to college. They're in college. I have parents come and, tell us all the time, "Thank you for this program. This program saved my son's life, and it saved me from heartache and stress." And when you hear stuff like that, you're doing a good job. Now, keep in mind, you're not going to save them all. And I think you have to have your mind fixed in that. But if you can save one or maybe two out the group, you're doing a good job.
A damn good job.
Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Given with the statistics that's going on now.
So how does a kid become involved in your organization?
So what we do is we have like an open enrollment. We'll put a flyer out, information out, advertising, saying we're getting ready to do an intake. Normally it's like the first of fall.
Okay.
And then we have them sign up. They go through a little interview process. They'll go through everything they need to go through, take a test. We'll do a ceremony for them.
Okay.
And then they're in. And one of the requirements you have to do, you have to have a GPA, certain GPA. You have to do so many hours of community service.
You know I'm finna touch on all of this, right? I'm sorry, I got to.
Yeah.
So when you say they have to have a certain GPA and they have to do so much community service, first I want to know what's the age that they can join your organization.
We take them. It's supposed to be 7, but we have let some in from 6th grade on up.
Okay.
If we feel like they can handle it, as far as the mature level, where we'll let them on in. But yeah, 7 to senior.
Okay, and what was the other one? You said they have to be a certain grade level, or I mean, no, GPA level.
GPA.
GPA. So some of our kids are not at a certain GPA, and I feel as though certain organizations can help them get there. But if certain organizations shun them out, then and they need the help, how does that help the community?
Well, it's funny that you asked that because I have taken kids that didn't meet their requirement, but we
Okay.
made sure they met the requirement.
There it is. That's all I want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
know.
yeah. We're not. Look, I guess I should have said, certain circumstances. Okay, I guess I could go back and say that because we have had that. You talk to the parents and you run into a lot of single moms and they come to us and want us to help their kids and man, I'm not finna turn nobody around. I'm not finna do that.
Well, so what inspired you, to take this journey with the community? And then we're gonna move on to your profession because I love talking about community shit, as you can see. But what made you what was the avenue that took you there that made you want to get involved with community?
Well, like I said, being raised in the community with my father, then when I first started radio, like I said, Broadway Joe was very big on the community, and he instilled that in us, that helped. And then it just passed on through the way. And like I said, man, if you love your community's going to love you back. And you need the community. Right. I don't care what nobody say. If you're listening to me, you make sure you do work in the community because you will need that community. I'm telling you.
Community always going to be the backbone of any organization that they're going to stand up for you, And so if there's something that you want to do, take it to the community. I'm always going to say that because they're always going to stand up for you. So, given that, I applaud you for all the work that you do in our community. Like I say, we met on battlegrounds, but we got around it. We got around it, and thus far, I have seen you move in a very positive space within our community, and I applaud you for that.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, your career path with music is, I follow, as you know, you're my friend on Facebook, and I always find you posting things about music. Music. Go do this, play this. Go, you got a playlist out now. And I'm definitely going to download, that I'm super excited about.
I love music. Music is a way of life. Music describes a person.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
Music dictates the mood. I mean, I just get in my car and just ride. I love jazz. You know what I'm saying?
That's my number one genre.
And I listen. Certain days I listen to type, music. On Sundays I try to stay away from all the hard rap and stuff. I listen to a little gospel on the way to church. Then the other day, easy listening to jazz. Or, being a DJ, sometimes you get tired of all that rap.
You do. What would you listen to? Why was that when you came in?
That's what I told you. I said,
my guy.
Made me feel like I was in New York.
Yeah.
Walking down Manhattan or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I love music. And that's how I got started in DJing and radio. I remember DJ Jazzy Jeff. That's my favorite DJ of all time.
Really?
I used to listen to him, man. Dude is cold. I love DJ Jazzy Jeff. Any set that he does, I watch it, listen to him. He's to me the best DJ in the world. Hands down. So, and my favorite DJ.
Jazzy Jeff. Is that a
Fresh
Philly?
Yeah. Philly. That's right.
Wow, wait a minute. Are you originally from Arkansas?
Yeah, I'm from Conway, Arkansas, baby.
and you in love with Philly. That is because I'm in love with New York music.
Hey, listen, you gotta travel.
You do.
Let me tell you, parents. Let me tell you, parents, this too. Take your kids outside of Arkansas and show them the world.
Somewhere.
Take them. My parents took us places, all right? Get these kids up out of Arkansas so they can see the world. And I promise you, once they see the world, they're, oh man,
I didn't have that privilege. My parents wasn't able to take me on different spaces because there's 19 of us. So, it was just a feed to feed us.
Right.
So, but when I got older, I found, the love for music because I was a radio DJ, the love for music inspired me to, get off in other genres and travel and see other cultures. And New York just one of those spaces that I freaking just love.
I love New York. Look,
The culture there is beyond amazing.
I haven't been in 2 years, because due to school, for those that don't know, I'm working on my doctorate, trying to become Dr.
Congratulations,
Cain.
not Dr. Cain.
Dr. Cain, it's been a long, hard journey. So hopefully I start my dissertation in the fall, and I'll be done next year. And when I get done, first place I'm going is New York.
Yes,
and I'm having fun. That's gonna be my celebrations. To New York, baby.
So for me, when I went to New York, I think Harlem was my favorite space because I told the Uber driver, I said, I want you to take me to a space to where I can enjoy music. And when he turned on the strip that he took me to, and I was in New York by myself, nobody went with me. I went on a birthday trip for a week, and I stayed in Brooklyn, and he took me to Harlem. And when he turned on whatever street that was, the vibe immediately just changed. I'm like, you can put me out here, and I just hop bars, different genre of music, jazz, hip hop. It was just amazing music. Just the music scene in New York is freaking amazing. And so when you said Philly, Jazz is Jeff, I'm like, okay, I get it, because Jazz is Jeff in Philly and New York, they're like blending to me. Kind of, yeah, they like in there together. Yeah. So they're like one and the same for me. So how did you? You are a program director of I think it's 96.5.
96.5 Media.
How did you get into wanting to be a program director? What was the journey like to that?
Well, when I left 92 in 2016. I had started doing specialty shows on Sirius XM.
Okay.
And then I started, going to different markets as a mix show DJ and doing mixes for different radio stations. Rest in peace to DJ No Name, another wonderful program director. I owe him as well, to put me in that position. That guy knew radio. He could program a radio station in his sleep. I mean, this man, we could be sitting here and that's coming on. Oh, I know this. I mean, he's cold. Funeral home cold on the program on the radio. He gave me an opportunity, and then when he passed, I just stayed to that role. And then another brother by Money Mall Baby Mall, who also.
Oh wow, that's an old school name.
Who also knows radio hands down.
Yes.
Top three. I got to give it to Maul, top three. Between him and No Name, you just toss it up. Wherever you tell me, I go with it. But Maul is cool. Maul probably could be anywhere in the world if he wanted to. But they gave me an opportunity.
So now that you're over at 96.5, I know back in the day, local artists would always complain about getting their music on the air and getting heard. And Arkansas artists seem like they have the worst time getting their music out there and getting to the next level. How is 96.5 moving and helping?
Well, all you got to do is turn on there and you hear a bunch of the Arkansas artists in there. And look, I've been a part of it. I've been some on the bad end of it. I've been some on the good end of it. All I can tell any Arkansas artist, I'm for the Arkansas artist, but you gotta have your you gotta have your business together. You know what I'm saying? And
when you say business, please explain what you mean, because I think some artists think they can just bring any old music, drop it off at the radio station, and think it can be paid, and it's not mastered. It's not, you know what I'm saying? So when you say business, please explain.
Well, it's when I say business, and I'm gonna put myself in this situation.
Okay.
When I'm handling business, I handle business. There's a way to talk to somebody. There's a way to do things. You know what I'm saying? Find out, what it is that you need to do, and get that check off list and check that list off. And I guarantee once you check that list off, you won't have no problems.
Okay.
And look, here's another thing. Don't be scared of criticism. Just and there's a difference, you know. Just because somebody criticizes you, don't mean they're hating on you.
No, it could be constructive.
Yeah, it can be constructive.
Right.
You know, if somebody said, "Well, I'm not feeling this," or "You need to do this," they're not hating on you. You know what I'm saying? They're telling you the truth.
Right. So do they still do that? What is it? Is it drop it or like it or like? What was it called back in the day? You know
Pump it or dump it.
Pump it or dump it. There it is. So do y'all do that? Do Power the 96.5 do that?
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Like I said, there's an email address that you can submit the music. Once you submit the music, they tell you what you need to do after that. You know? But I'm for the artists, and let me tell you something. There's a bunch of artists here that should be worldwide. I mean, you got Rod D, you got Choco B.
Come on, Choco B.
Yeah. Shout out to D Dirt.
Underground.
I'm gonna tell you who I really like, man.
Here we go. See if he's my favorite. Is it a he?
It's a he.
Okay,
man.
let me see. Because everybody know my favorite, so I'm gonna see who your favorite is.
Listen,
I'm gonna take a drink behind this.
Listen, man, I've been, dude is. I like.
I can't wait till you say the
name. I like
name.
his personality. I like his rap. The mayor, man. I like the mayor. Billy. What's Damn, he know what I'm talking about.
Okay, good. You gonna have to tell because I have.
Listen, man, he had I know he's gonna say, "Kane, you know what the fuck I am." You know, but hey, look, man, I'm on this drink, okay?
Yeah,
he had an album. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the album. That album, everybody slept on. The fat hoes with cheese or something.
Oh my goodness, I'm so finna Google this right now because I need to know.
But
hold on, what's his name?
Billy, he was trending on Facebook for something he did, but he called himself the mayor.
The mayor?
He called himself the mayor.
Oh my God, we gotta get the mayor in the den.
And I know he's gonna be like, man, Kane, you don't fucking remember who I am, man. When I see him, I'm gonna kick your ass. Hey, bro, I'm on this drink, bro, okay? But I gave you.
Oh my goodness, is it? No, that's not him. Is that him?
No, that ain't him. He's DA the mayor, but everybody know who I'm talking
somebody
about.
Tag me in the mayor, okay? Please.
I'll tag you.
Please.
Everybody know what I'm talking about.
But I can go.
Yeah.
Is that him?
That's him. King
okay.
Dollar. King Dollar. King Dollar.
Why you just didn't say King Dollar?
Shit, you got me over here drinking.
Why do everybody come to the den blame me on their drinking? I am literally his friend.
I asked for water. Nigga, you gonna drink. Okay, so shit, man. King Dollar, man. Let me
yes. King Dollar, I know him.
King Dollar, Rod D, they fuck with me the long way. You know
Rod D was literally just here.
Yeah. And that nigga King Dollar's cold. You know what I'm saying? Young too, he's cold with it too. There's a lot in my boy Third Degree. I gotta give Third Degree shots because if it wasn't for Third Degree.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm writing it, and I'm writing it down.
If it wasn't for Third Degree, I wouldn't have been on 92, and I'm gonna leave it like that.
Oh no, you can't drop shit like that. Then talking about you gonna leave it like that. We need to know how the Third Degree.
So Third Degree, there was a contest. All right, you know, the Bad Boys contest. There was a contest. Carlos, there was a sales. I can't think of his last name. We had a store in Conway called the Underground Kings, a record store.
Okay.
Carlos was our salesperson for 92. He came in there. We had a studio in the back. And he said, man, Cain, you know, they doing a contest. Won't you get on there? Because he know I like the DJ and stuff. He said they're looking for new bad boys. I said, man, I ain't finna do that shit. He said, man, you should, man. The deadline is the next day. He said, damn, man, shit, I ain't got time. So 30 Degree, man, come on, man. We're going to put this shit together, man. Third Degree, we went on there and put a demo together in less than an hour. And the rest is here. So I got to shout out Third Degree.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
You hear that? Yeah. His career is all because of Third Degree and A.
Yeah, he was part.
It's been taken off every day.
I don't know where that demo is, but I got to give his kudos. And you know, man, listen, and it's very important to give recognition to people that paved the way for you. You know,
always,
because that's right. Because we can't do this stuff alone. I'm not finna sit here and say Cain is here because of Cain or a brand. First it was, God and Savior made it happen, but there was people along the way that had my back and helped me.
Yeah.
And he was one of them. Then I met Third Degree. I met D Dirt. I met King Dollar, Young Tube, Joker B. Man, all them rappers, man. I'm cool. Shit, I know I gotta say this, man. Right here. I got to say him.
I'm waiting. I just knew you were gonna say that shit.
I got to say him. I got to say him. Because if I don't say him, he gonna go Facebook Live and say, I gotta talk about this motherfucker.
I know. You know his podcast on Monday. He gonna throw your
I gotta
ass.
talk about this motherfucker.
He got you.
This
nigga,
how you gonna forget about Hey, look, man, it's the drink, bro. It's the drink. And if I forgot anybody else, please, man, charge it to my mind.
Not the heart. Never. Because everybody you just mentioned is definitely icons in this state. E-Dub is like at the top of my list. And Joker Bees, I met that cat when he was real young in the game and put him on. I used to do local artist shows and he in 607 and I don't know if you play in it. 607 music.
Oh, yeah.
That is definitely somebody.
Man, 607 had the cleanest. Used to do the dopest intros.
Oh my DJs. Goodness!
Let me shout him out too. 607 B3 from Conway, Bossman Trent. All them, man.
So, out of all the people that you just named, are those artists that are there people that are listening now can hear on?
They can, man. Go listen to people that I named. Go fuck with them, man. Listen, man. Arkansas has some talent. This is what
it frustrates me that we are not on the main stage.
Listen. You can be on the main stage. Let me tell you what, and this goes for artists, this goes for DJs, this goes for promoters. I wasn't gonna get into this, but since we did,
get into.
We got to put our ego. We got to put our egos to the side.
Okay, when you say that though, when it comes to the industry, when you say put your egos to the side, what exactly do you mean?
You can't. You got to check your ego at the door, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody, say me and Third Degree working on something, Third Degree come up with the plan, and it's a good plan, then I need to follow him. I don't need to be like, well, damn, nigga, that wasn't my plan, so I ain't gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of time folks let their egos get in the way. That keeps us behind because there's exceptional talent here, man. I'm telling you, it is.
People just don't know the underground scene is dope as fuck in Arkansas.
And let me tell you something. And like I say, I don't know everybody, but I do be listening. They got that 428 mic thing going on. Man, there's some cold ass niggas that's rocking that mic. Joker B was on there the other day, and I sit there and listen to that motherfucker about 10 times.
When you said 428 thing, explain to what
is that? I think they got like a 428, like a freestyle session.
Where can we find that? Where is
on
that?
On Facebook. Just search Facebook, and I'm sure 428.
I don't want people to think you got to go out to a video.
No, I think
this is literally at your fingertips.
I see it on Facebook. Of course, listen, man. I scroll Facebook. I got to get up in the middle of the night and piss. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I can't hold it all night. And when you lay back in the bed, shit, you sitting there, you can't go back to sleep. So you're on social media. I'm scrolling up and I see them rapping, man. The nigga cold. You know what I'm saying?
Joker is definitely
like, damn, this nigga wordplay is sick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but shout out to all the artists that's doing their thing, man. Put your ego to the side, man, and let's
collab
and
get this. Right. Say it again.
Let's get this money.
What this nigga said. Yeah. So as coming back to 96.5, the station, the target demographic for you, and how do you target those people and the people, your demographic, and how is this demographic researched and maintained? How do you maintain that?
18 to 34 is our main targeting. 25 to 54. You looking at listenership, viewership, and then the research depends on what type of season. Think about it. You just got to do it election season, so you probably want to have more of a different age that's listening to these candidates. That's the same thing what advertisers do. Okay, we know it's election season. Our hop product. If it's an older crowd, then this is the time to go on there. Then also the strategic move is if it's an election season, we might not want to advertise during the time because it's gonna get lost in the sauce.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know.
So 96.5, what genre? What
African American.
And so and what
R&B, hip hop, and
there
R&B.
we go.
Hip hop
and R&B.
Yeah,
Okay. So would you say we play? I'm not a part of 96.5, but if they ever looking for a new DJ, I'm the girl. You know, they can reach out. I'm there. But would you say you're more of a hip hop than R&B? Which genre do you? Or is it equal? Because I'm trying to get my people. I listen to music. As you can see, when you came here, I listen to music.
Listen, man, I remember
hip hop, all of
I
it.
remember I interviewed Bobby Valentino a long time ago. He said, "God damn, man, hip hop is killing R&B." You know, it just depends because and back then it was a mixture of both. But you know, it's more hip hop. Than R&B because guess what?
Today it is.
Today it is because the R&B people's putting hip hop artists on there with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't really hearing too many, slow grind or no.
And that's sad.
Or that music, hey, baby.
And that sucks.
You call your girl, hold on, baby. Let me turn this.
I know.
Yeah, you're not hearing that.
And that sucks. I miss that.
That hurts too.
It sucks.
Me and my guy, Dr. Feelgood, talk about this all the time. Another problem that's going on, and I'm gonna say it like there ain't no fucking going around here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
we
cannot fuck to Simply Red. What's her name?
Sexy Red.
I said Simply Red,
right.
not Simply Red, but
Sexy
Red.
We
cannot.
That's another problem as well. Hey, let's get back to this slow music, man.
We missed that. Baby making music. We don't have that no more.
When you was managed back then, hold on, baby.
We sit up, and make our own mixtapes, off the radio and play them,
You know how we did it. Shit, you had that phone back there in the day. See, you turn that song on. See, I can't tell how many females you talk to Ronnie. Ronnie got a lot of play when I talk to females.
Not to Ronnie. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, the older the kids just do not know. They're missing out on really good music, and they think, and we think their music that they're listening to today is not good music, but to them, it's the best shit since applesauce. Right. And I wonder, when our parents was raising us, and their music faded out, and our music that we love so much came into play. Did they say the same thing about our music?
Yeah, they did, man. Yeah. Come on, man.
Did they say the same thing about Lil Kim and Jay-Z now?
Now, look, some of the older parents, they still bump the Tupac and the
right.
And some of that, some Ice Cube, but all this other stuff, man. Shit, I don't know what this shit is. I can't see myself. Listen, man. Look, man. And I'm sure DJs I'm sure DJs can vouch for this. When you DJ kids parties, when we was a kid back then, you go to the DJ, hey man, can you play something slow, man? I'm trying to dance with that girl on the wall. Yeah, I got you. These little kids, especially these dudes, come up to, hey man, can you play NBA YoungBoy? Bro, all these women up here, man, fuck that, man. We want to like damn.
It's no. I don't know. You know what?
It's definitely changed.
It's different. It's definitely different. It's very, very different.
And their attention span is short. It's very short. As a DJ, man, you have to be quick on it. For somebody your age, you can play about 2 or 3 bars for them. When them motherfuckers sing the first hook, you got to put the next rung in. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. And everything is hyper. Yeah. It's nothing chill with them no more. Everything is like go. Like nigga, calm the fuck down.
And that's another problem too. They need to slow this music down for these kids, man. Put the shit on. Hey man, look. Now, I ain't saying they need to go out here and have babies and have sex.
We're not saying that.
We're not saying that.
No, definitely not saying.
We need more managed kids like myself.
Yeah.
We was managed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We weren't trying to get in trouble.
We weren't fucking managed.
Yeah, we was managed, man. I can't tell. I mean,
I never looked at it that way, but we were definitely managed.
I couldn't, man. I just hear all the time, man, Rep Cain son just managed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's a totally different vibe than what it was
Right.
when today than yesterday.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest challenge do you think is facing radio today, the radio industry, given the fact that we got the digital landscape like podcasting and streaming and all that.
You
So
just said it, streaming.
yeah, that's your
That's it's the podcast, it's streaming, because and we knew this when I first started radio, we knew it was gonna happen to that because, think about it. You used to hear this all the time, man. Y'all talk too much. Like shit, we ain't said number 10 words. But when they say you talk too much, they're including you're talking in the commercials.
okay.
People don't want to hear those
Oh,
commercials.
yeah.
That's what that means because
Yeah.
we were trained, shit. Broadway Joe, one of them, hey man, get the fuck on, get the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? When he used to tell us, he didn't, you ain't supposed to talk that much. Probably about 30 seconds in and out.
Yeah.
But when people say you talk too much, it's because the commercials, they're adding that. You're talking, and you got to hear about another 5 minute worth of commercial.
Right.
Like shit, they done changed. That's why he used to have that drop. I don't know if you remember. More talk in the morning, less talk at night. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
That's why
oh
he
wow.
did that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a problem because I can hook up and me and Special K was talking about this shit earlier today, man. I'm like, damn, bro, I can make me a playlist and plug in my phone in my car and shit and just listen.
Done.
Ain't gotta hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, fuck them
Yeah.
commercials. I'll pay the premium.
Yeah, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
Not taking away from radio,
Yeah.
but it's been a very long time. I had Southwest Boaz on here last week, and he told me that 96.5 is playing local artists' music, and I'm like, are you shitting me? And so
No,
then
he's not shitting
he
you.
was not shitting me
He's not
because
shitting you.
this week I made it a point to listen to 96.5 because I don't listen to radio.
Yeah.
I listen to streaming. I pay my premium for Pandora, and I listen to music without interruption.
Yeah, you should listen to 96.5.
I did this week, and I was very much impressed.
Put it number one on your dial.
I was very much impressed, with where 96.5 is today. I really was. I'm super excited for you guys. So how is the station adapting? Well, I just asked you that. So given the fact that you are the program director over 96.5 today, what is your vision for the station?
Well, we got the new year coming up.
I just ran through all my questions.
Yeah, we got the new year coming up 2025, so all I can just say is just fasten your seatbelt. And I'm one of those guys, I know you asked me, I move in silence. I'm behind the scenes. I don't say what we're gonna do. Just do it, because we're in a strategic world. And when I say strategic, is that there's always somebody looking to see what your plan is to incorporate into your plan. So you're never gonna see me. You're never gonna
say that again.
We're in a strategic planning world. And when I say that, there's always somebody that's looking at your strategic plan and trying to incorporate into their strategic plan. So
just take your plan all together.
So I've never, and I don't get on Facebook and say what I'm gonna do or what I just do it. I just do it, and if I could give advice and people listen, just do it. You don't have to tell people you're finna do stuff. I'm telling you, man. And how do I know? Because it's what I'm going to school for, strategic planning, and they're teaching us this. You can't let everybody know your plan because people are out there trying to take what you got.
Yeah, because the world is so set up.
Doggy world.
Yeah, it's so set up on what people are inventing and on social media. It's not like I'm inventing the iron. Everything is not what you can grab a hold of. It's what you can put out on social media. So if you put your thoughts and your whatever you're trying to accomplish on the internet or streaming world, then people are out there looking for that, and they're looking for how they can take your ideas and make it into their own. Because the internet is so open wide right now. Everybody's trying to get paid. Everybody is trying to get paid. And your idea, and your ideas. If they're not safe in your head until you bring them to the net, then you don't need to say shit about them. I had to learn that the hard way, And it's about consistency. Once you get it going, you got to be consistent. You can't just get out there and start it and then stop doing it, because it's easy for somebody to see what you're doing and say, oh, they're not going to keep going. I can pick that up and keep moving with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you look up and they're doing it better than what you thought about. You know what I'm saying? And that would, so yeah, be very careful. So you have your hats in a lot of different avenues. Power 103.5, the Black Bottle Boys, the Hustle Boy DJ, and program director as well. So many things that you got going. Raising Cain. That was a podcast of yours that, as we were just talking, that life catch a hold and you put it to the wayside. And
yeah, man, shout out to Fitty. As I told you earlier, I had to start the journey on my PhD.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Anybody tell you that's a job by itself. And so when I first started, I thought I could do everything. And it was kind of in the way of my schooling. So some stuff you have to let go. Put on postpone.
There you go. Put on pause.
You got to put on pause.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that I was doing, but my main goal now is school. I want to finish school. I want to get my PhD. I want that doctor in front of my name.
Not doctor.
I want that doctor in front of my name. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you see me in the room, it's going to be Dr. James Cain.
And you want to be addressed as such.
That's how I want to be addressed. I'm going to tell you that. So when I walk out of the stage and do my dissertation and pass, it's going to be Dr. James Cain. Hey, you call me James, I don't hear you.
Because I done went through the fire.
Shit,
I'm here.
Let me tell you something. This shit kicked my ass.
I can imagine. School in itself.
They say a toothache will make a grown man cry. This shit make you cry. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here and you trying to make a deadline and you got to write it. I'm talking about you got to write papers every week. You know what I'm saying? And then these professors are talking to you like they don't give a damn. You email with a professor. My son was sick. Well, Miss Cain, that's not my problem. I got mine. You got to get yours. I'm like, God damn, did I just say that?
In those words.
Yeah, man. Listen, I ain't got mine yet, but ask those people that got the doctors in front of their name. These professors don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? So shit, man, it took me some time, and I'm finally doing it. Guess what? I see that light, that tunnel of light's coming. So that's once I get through with that, my main goal is I want to go to like a big university, a PWI maybe, or HBCU, and I want to be a vice president of marketing communications. That's my main goal, And of course, I'm still gonna be dealing with music, but music is and DJing is being. It used to be a full-time job. Now it's sliding to the part-time. So I still do it because I love it. If somebody come and ask me and they want help, then I help them. But as I get older, when you get older in life, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I don't want to be 50, 60 years old still DJing in clubs and stuff like that. I got kids. I got a grandson. I don't want to be DJing.
A grandson.
Yeah, I got a grandson. I don't want my son and daughter. Hey, Dad, are you like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? See, my mindset is different now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, my mindset is different.
Where you want to evolve. You don't want to stay in the same space.
There you go. I want to evolve. I'm moving toward more of the corporate side. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm moving to. Like I said, I still DJ, on the side, and still, help, promote music, and I'm gonna get the podcast started back and all that. But
look out for it.
Yeah, that's right. But my main goal is finishing school, get that doctorate, and then see what else God got for me.
And that's all we can do.
Yeah.
I was super excited that you decided to come to the den. And like you say, it's been a long time coming. It was not my damn fault. It was the fact that he's a busy guy. Hell, as you can see, I just rattled off all the shit that you do.
How long the den been here?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's what we doing.
And don't forget, on New Year's Eve,
New
the
Year's
toast at the Marriott.
Yes, I was definitely going to bring that up. I wanted you to elaborate
sure
on
you
that.
do that.
Yeah, it was on my
Make
neck.
sure you did, all right?
It was
Go
on
get
my
those
neck.
tickets. The link
And
is
you,
on my
I would
page,
definitely
all right?
share that information as well.
The toast
Oh,
at the Marriott.
Okay.
We're dropping the ball at 12, okay? We're
Okay,
gonna kick it.
so this is a New Year's Eve party.
That's right.
So,
5 events, the Dream Foundation, and the Pretty Girls of Chi 8 Omega. That's right. The AKAs, all right?
The AKA.
So, yes, y'all make sure y'all come and check us out. It's going to be unbelievable. You missed it last year. Don't miss it this year.
We're not gonna miss it, So go. Where can I get the tickets?
The toast.eventbrite.com.
There it is, and we'll make sure. I make sure that he, put it in the comment section of this podcast as well. Before we go, I have some funny. The toast. Let's right here. The toast. Can we do that? Yeah, because we drinking.
December 31st, the Marriott.
Which Marriott? Downtown.
The only one, the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna tell y'all where the after party gonna be at. I'll tell you that.
Where's the after party?
Can't tell you lying.
See, this should be an exclusive.
Well,
See how you do me?
See
how you do me? It should have been exclusive right now. The after party, but you're gonna leave me in the blind. But that's okay, because I could have gave away 2 tickets, but he's gonna leave me in the blind. But that's all right.
I ain't think about that.
Yeah, Before we go, Mr. Football Fanatic.
Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. That just took all the life out of me when he said that. That bullshit ass team. Ooh, that nobody like the guy.
Hey, listen, that bullshit ass team is in the playoffs. It's in the playoffs.
That ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
they ain't gonna make it nowhere. I'm just saying. But you know what? I wanted to ask you about, a Heisman winner. How are you feeling about that? He getting such on the heel of his major accomplishments.
Yeah.
And the fact that the negative media attention that he's getting right now really sucks, because it should be like at an all-time high for him, but his girlfriend is making it an all-time low. What are your thoughts on that?
And let me tell you something.
And that's my last question.
Let me tell y'all something about negativity, okay? Negativity brings positivity, all right? Negative press is good press.
So you think he's okay?
Because he's okay. Let me tell you about it. For the people that's negative, and this is what I don't understand, is when somebody hating on somebody, you're helping them out. The thing, you listen.
I'm here for it. I'm listening.
Listen, let me tell you.
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Let me tell you a story. All right. Shout out to Cookie Man and shout out to Myron Jackson from the design group. I used to work at the Arkansas Department of Health, and I'm going to make you remember something.
Okay.
You remember during the COVID years? COVID.
Okay.
There was a commercial, Mr. I Sell Things.
Okay.
We put that commercial together.
Really?
They wanted to pull that commercial because they said it was getting a bunch of negative press. Listen, it was the donkey of the day with Charlamagne.
Yeah.
He made the donkey of the day. Slim Thug talked.
And y'all can go Google that.
Everybody talked about it. It went viral. I say this to say this: if y'all know Filthy Rich, look where that man's at now.
You know Filthy Rich?
Man, do I know him? Man, that man Filthy Rich is in movies. He was on BMF. He's finna get ready to be in the new season that's coming out. So I tell people all the time, and I'm gonna spin that with Travis Hunter. You think he's fucked up about what y'all
Wait
saying?
a minute, Filthy Rich. Are we talking about the same Filthy Rich?
Yes. We're talking about Filthy Rich. You think Travis Hunter's fucked up about this negative press?
He is. It hurt him in some capacity because he put out a statement. He came out and had a whole video, addressing it. So it did fuck with him.
So that's where his PR.
That's what I said. He need to hire some PR.
You need to hire me, because what I would tell him, you let that negative press turn into positive, because the people that's being negative is talking about it, and anything negative is gonna also attract positive, because while they're sitting here talking about it, putting it on their page, there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna be on there. And look, I've never seen a negative post that didn't have somebody positive trying to defend what's going on. Always. I've never seen a negative post with nothing but negative on it. I haven't. I haven't.
Yo,
so you
good
understand
point.
what I'm talking
Good
about.
point.
Yeah, that's that marketing. You know what I'm saying? So I told you,
good point. Good
point. Doctor, when I get the name on it, but I'm just telling you, negative press. Let negative always dictate, be paid. Negative press always can be good press, because the thing is, you want people to see it, and you never know who's gonna see it.
But shouldn't she just shut up? Just stop talking. I think she should just, and that's just my thought.
Well, that's where he got to check his woman. You know what I'm saying?
It just seemed like he should just stop talking, baby. Just stop. Yeah. Just let it go. Okay. So,
but listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was happy for him to win.
Super.
I was, but listen. I thought the running back should have won, and I'm gonna tell you, Gentry. I'm gonna tell you.
I ain't with you on that one. I'm sorry.
Listen,
I want to hear your point of view.
My point of view is, man, this man rushed for damn. Did you see how much he rushed for?
Okay.
This man only played the first half. Okay, so offset that with Travis. But the only reason why he didn't win, he's in Boise State, but you can't tell. Listen,
but Travis, for me, Travis Hunter is an overall athlete. He did so much.
Travis Hunter won. He won
because of his showmanship. Is that what you're going to tell me?
He's likable.
Oh, his showmanship. That's what you're going to tell me.
Okay, his showmanship, and he's popular. So you take the same popularity. If this guy had a social media or a PR pubbing him, didn't nobody start knowing about this running back until close to the Heisman, and he's been doing this all year.
And I don't know.
But you've been hearing about Travis Hunter when he was at Jackson State.
Right.
And listen, there was women that I know don't like football, but when Prime got hired at Colorado, I'm sitting on here, damn, I'm going to call you, what?
And so you know what? I didn't watch college football. I only watched NFL. I never watched, and now I can say that.
Okay. So,
and then I started watching college football when Deion went to Jackson.
Okay, because the swag he brought. You liked his swag.
Right. And then that made me start watching college football.
Deion Sanders is a hell of a marketer.
He definitely
is. He's a hell of a marketer. He's a hell of a marketer. One thing about it, he's going to market his players. And I tell people all the time, and shout out to Coach Bowden. You know, my son, he played at Parkview. One thing about Coach Bowden is he's going to market his players, and I think that's what other schools got to get to. High schools, you know, a lot of times, and I see stuff on Facebook and I laugh. We got this over here and all that, but shit, is your school being marketed? These kids are going to go where attention's going to be given to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're going to go where the freshest class. Ain't no different than AAU. Okay. See, you lose a kid to getting a free pair of shoes, a free backpack, a fresh gear where they ain't got to pay. Same thing with the high school. These kids want to go where it's at.
Where it's at. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
the same thing.
I don't know. I don't know the running back. That you speak of that should have won.
Yeah, I want to know. Gentry. I think that's his last name, Gentry. But I mean, I looked at what he did, and of course I watched a couple of games. Man, the brother's amazing. He in about I don't know how many games. Don't quote me now. I don't want to.
Right.
I want to be factual, but a lot of games he only played the first half.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So that is somebody that I'm going, because I just started watching.
Don't get on here talking about
football.
Cain, I hate her. I'm proud of Travis Hunter. She asked me an opinion, and I said that's who I thought, should have won, and I know why he didn't win. Now I guarantee if he had the same marketing that Travis Hunter did,
Mm-hmm.
then it probably been a different story, or it probably been a little bit closer. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I ride with that. I'm a Travis Hunter fan,
Yeah.
and I'm
See,
only a Travis Hunter
that's-
fan because what do that fucking mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
She just listen.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
She just said that she watches.
That's some Steelers shit.
Now,
That's
just,
some old
she
Steelers.
just said that she
Whatever.
watches the NFL. She's a
I do watch the.
but
I'm a
she's
what?
she's
Say
a
that.
she's
Put
a
some
cow-
respect on.
She's a Cowboys
Put some
fan.
respect
Okay,
on.
Cowboys fan.
Ah!
And then when Dion, listen, you wasn't on there. When Dion with the Jackson State, and when Dion with the Colorado, a lot of these women jumped on the
Don't put me in the women bag because I've been
telling
watching football
I'm telling you.
since
I'm
'86.
I'm looking
I've been
at
watching football.
I'm looking at Facebook.
Okay.
Like, damn, I know this girl a long time ago. She could stand football. She had a game. Okay. All right.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching football since '86. Now, I can honestly say I recently started watching college football. I didn't know anything about college football. I just started. But I find college football is more exciting than NFL football. And I didn't know that. I really didn't.
And that's
For me, it is.
Listen, that's the power of the marketing, power of social media. It puts it right in your face. And it's the same thing as radio. People's like, damn, why is it that I'm singing this song so damn time? Because the fucking radio playing it a million times and it's programmed in your mind. You're singing it.
Yeah.
Ain't no different than what Dion did with his program.
He put some slave shit though.
No. He put his program in your face. Okay.
The fact that you the fact that you just skip right on over that shit, nah, we ain't finna do that tonight. But anyway, I love you. I just love it.
Yeah.
But
Took
anyway,
you forever to get me here, but yeah, we here.
Any fucking way.
I should have been the first guest, but
you really should have. But you're here now. And when you get that doctrine, you're gonna be back. Okay.
Doctorate, say it right now,
See, that's why this nigga just getting here, because we've been drinking. If I slur a little bit, damn it, can I? Anyway, we're going to have some fun now. We're going to ask you a couple of questions, fun questions. But first, I want to thank you for all the things that you have done in our community, the things that you do with our youth, the things that you're continuing to do with our youth, and the fact that you're going to school to be better, to do more things with our youth is amazing to me. And I commend you on those. And I wish you nothing but the best and much success in anything that you do. Anything,
Appreciate
when it comes to community activists or, in the program, in the radio sector, whatever you do, much success. And then wish you nothing but the best.
Gotcha.
So if you could only play one song on repeat for a week, which song would that be and why?
Old school or new school?
It doesn't matter, your choice.
Oh man. Nigga, like I asked, can you repeat that question one more time?
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I can do that because we've been drinking. So yeah, maybe you didn't catch it. Here we go. If you could see, now I'm fucking up. If you could only play one song on repeat for 1 week, which would it be and why? What song would it be and why?
It would probably be Nas. Everybody, it ain't no secret.
Not Nas.
Nas is my favorite artist. I love Nas. I take Nas over Jay-Z any day.
Any day.
I said that shit. Everybody know I'm a Nas fan. Nas is my favorite artist. And it will probably be Whose World Is This? The World Is Yours.
I got that over there on vinyl.
Whose world is this?
That's my guy.
Yeah,
I can't believe you said Nas.
Yeah, it'd be Nas. Because I can listen to that song. I can listen to any Nas over and
Over
and
again.
Over again. So,
I just love that guy. I just
yeah.
love his music, period.
Yeah.
The fact that you just Nas is just blowing me away. I
mean,
was not expecting
it
that.
ain't no secret. I get on there and I troll, hey, man, the GOAT, Nas. Oh, man, you gonna yeah, I like Jay-Z, but he ain't got no
I just never got into Jay-Z music. I
like
don't.
Jay-Z music.
But
I'm a
certain
Nas
songs,
fan.
songs by
yeah.
Jay-Z I would listen to. I'm just not a Jay-Z
And
fan.
Jay-Z is not even, listen, it goes Nas, Common, Ice Cube.
Yeah. Did you just
shit, man, I fuck with Common. Shit, yeah.
Really? You know how many I have? D Dirt. I'm not throwing you on the bush, but he was one of those people when him and Joker Beasley came to the den. He was like, Common and cats like that, Nas, and who else? I think it was Nas and because Nas got a album with God, Lord have mercy. No, he's a reggae artist. Oh my God, Damien. Is it Damien?
Damien Marley.
Yeah, Marley.
Yeah,
and I played it for him because I got it on wax, and he was like, they couldn't get into it at all, and I'm like, dude, you have no idea. These cats, I love conscious rappers. Yeah. Those are my favorite.
And look, and Jay-Z probably ain't in my top 5, but he's my top 10.
He's definitely not in my top 5.
Then you got to go to KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, shit.
He's
then I might throw Jay-Z in there.
Mike.
Yeah,
Big Mike.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Oh my goodness, see, right there.
After Tupac and Biggie Smalls, so he probably number 9.
You know what? Biggie Smalls was someone that shoot me. I don't care. Yeah. But Biggie Smalls is not one of those people that I listen to some of his music, but he's just not on my list. Tupac is on my list, but
man, listen, Biggie had fucking wordplay. Man, I love the wordplay. That's why I told you earlier about Joker B when I was listening to that mic drop he did, man. I'm like, God damn, this nigga wordplay just cold, man. Did that nigga just say that?
I'm gonna go back and listen to some of. I just never got into some.
I'm real big.
Baby, I just never.
But it ain't that. It's other songs you gotta listen to. But I'm
gonna try.
I'm real big on wordplay.
Me too, because that's why I love country rappers like Killer Mike and Common and Nas and those cats. Because I listen to what they're saying. The message and the music is always what worked for me. Yeah. And I think I just couldn't get past. I don't know. It's just something with Biggie that I just couldn't get past. So I just never was a fan.
And I'm gonna tell you, I don't. And let me give a whole shout out to that whole 428 movement that they're doing that mic drop, because some of those artists I don't know, but I just want to give them the kudos. I do be watching that mic drop, and it's some cats on there that got some flow. But I know I seen King Dollar. I know your name now. Sold up. Now that's my guy.
I helped him out, Dollar.
That's my guy, King Dollar. Love him to death. Rod D, that's my guy too. But and Joker B, man. But like I said, I seen Joker B, man, and I seen some other cat. And there was another guy. I think he came on before Joker B. I think Joker B. He had wordplay too. I think it was the dude with all the money. Listen. Watch that 428 mic drop. There's some talented
428 mic drop.
Yeah,
that's in your state.
Listen, if I'm saying it wrong, fellas, correct it on here.
Please correct it in the comment because we want people to know
people to watch that.
Yeah,
man. Watch that 428. I mean, the production is so smooth, man. It looks like they're, how the BET Hip Hop Awards and how they had that freestyle shit going on. That's how it looked like. So whoever's doing that production, cool. Shout out to them too, man.
I'm definitely gonna check it out
because I had to check it out. I'm telling everybody, watch it, man, because I definitely watch it. I'm telling you, I do.
I'm definitely gonna be one of those people that go watch, and I encourage you to go watch. If you want to get in tune with some of the local artists in Arkansas, sound like they're on the 428 stage. So meet me there. I'm definitely gonna be there.
Joker B, put me in your next video, man. I would. Listen, I ain't even got to be in the video. I just want to come and just watch it live.
I just want to be on track. Yeah, I can rap.
I can't rap. I just want to come watch it live. But yeah, watch that. Watch that. I think it's 428 mic drop. I think I'm saying
428 mic drop.
Yeah. Watch it. Okay.
He been plugging it all night. I'm not gonna stop him because I'm a fan now. I'm going 428.
When I leave here, I'm gonna watch it again.
So, if your station was a superhero, what would its superpower be?
Man of Steel, Superman.
That would be your station?
Yeah, the Man of Steel, he can throw Superman. Move faster than a locomotive.
Maybe it's the tequila. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. power.
No, okay. Well, what is the strangest thing that ever happened during a live broadcast?
Somebody cuss.
Really? That always how did you handle that though? Did you
Shit,
just maul over it, just
shit,
move on
what-
to it?
Shit, we
Was
had-
it a bad cuss like motherfucker? Was it a like,
When I was at the other station, we were doing this thing, Power Prize Patrol, and
mhm.
we and we what we would do is we would go out and we give tickets away, and we put that's what they stopped us from doing that shit live. You had to record it, and I think a person won some tickets, and we got to how do you feel? Oh, I'm good in this bitch. And it just got quiet, man. And I never forget because it was a Friday, and then my phone rang, and it was a whole bunch of cussing going. So you can imagine it was cussing us out. So and then Monday we got cussed out again. And
that is so fun because when I was a radio and I did this, I was when I was a radio DJ is KCLT Shout 105 West Alabama down in the Delta.
Yeah.
I literally was starting out being a DJ, and I cursed live on air.
Yeah.
And the program director called me, Sims. I never forget it. He called me like, "What the fuck is you doing? Get out! Shut it down!" I'm like, "Nigga, I made one mistake." But that is so. I mean, you can get your much can happen behind
you can get
that.
your
License pull. Yes. For cursing live on air, you know.
So you better be glad the right person in here, because you got people that snitch.
Yes,
SEC get a hold of it, they can pull your license.
Yes, Sim was so mad. He talked to me. I was like, it was a slip. I didn't lose my job, thank God. Because it was literally like my first night. And y'all know me.
Yeah, that is serious though.
Very. It's very serious. So, kudos. What is the strength? Well, that was it. What if you could trade any job with anybody? Who would it be and why?
If I could trade any job with anybody.
If you could trade jobs with anybody, who would it be and why? Think about it now. Don't just blurt some shit out. Give it some thought.
Man, probably my dad, cause he
that is awesome.
Yeah, probably my old man. It would have to be my old man. I would trade, one of his jobs. For one, he ain't got to worry about nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? So
He's just chilling, right?
Yeah, he's just chilling, man. So when you need anything, yeah, Dad. But nah, man, it'd probably be his job. And matter of fact, he's an accountant, CPA, and that's what I was gonna go into, but me and the numbers didn't get along, so that's why.
Not the numbers.
So shit,
It was the mathematic problems that caused him to be a DJ, and shit happens,
And listen, I said to say this, just not on this job, but his life, because my dad is blessed, and I seen how he lives, and he lives the right way, and you always want to, he's a positive role model, so just not only his job, but his life as well too.
The fact that you chose him, to the answer of that question saves a lot. Do much respect to your parent, to your dad. That saves a whole lot, because nobody has answered that question with my dad or my mom. They always pick Barack or some celebrity.
When I grew up, my dad always say, "Son, man, if don't nobody else support you, I love you." You know what I'm saying? Hey, right, man. Yeah. Be all you can be. Yeah.
And for you to give that right back, that says a lot. That's kudos. And that's what I'd be looking for the kids in our community that don't have that at home. How can we give that space? And that's why I was asking so many questions in the beginning of our interview. How can we get what just happened, the answer that you gave, my dad, how can we give them that? In their future. So
my dad whooped ass. He didn't play.
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Our parents back then, not only did our parents whoop ass, but our village whooped ass, and told our parents that they whooped ass.
Telling my dad is shit,
Yeah, I know, right? Ms. Armstrong, Ms. Hale, all them, played a part in my upbringing. So, but before we go, I have one more question, and then I'm going to let you go. Mike Vick, how do you feel about Norfolk State hiring him as their head coach.
That's good, you know, because it's in Virginia and he's
Mhm.
from around that area, so he's back home, you know. So I'm proud of Mike Vick. You know, Mike Vick caught a lot of slack.
For white folks.
Yeah, and listen, let me tell you
Dog
something.
lovers, you know.
Yeah, you know, and I'm trying to be careful what I say because I don't want to
Be
offend.
careful.
I don't want
Please
to
be
offend
careful,
nobody. You know, at the
Be
end,
careful.
I mean, dude killed dogs, man, and you know he got treated like he killed a human. You know what I'm
He
saying?
did.
You know,
He did.
I think that you know, personally, the sentence could have been a little bit lighter, as far as maybe do something to advocate, to go around and talk to people about why you shouldn't kill dogs and do animal cruelty. But the way they did that, man, you know, and then when he got out and paid his debt to society, they still wanted to hold him down. You know what I'm saying? They still wanted him
Keep their foot on his neck.
keep his foot on his neck, you know. And listen, you know, I'm not saying this because he's still his coach, he's a frat brother as well, but you know, people got to look at Mike Tomlin because Mike Tomlin gave that man a chance when he got out. And he went to the room. He's a white man and said, "Look, I want Michael Vick on the team. I take full responsibility. Anything come back on me." And Michael Vick came and played for the Steelers. But you know, I know it's one thing. And Stephen A. Smith, he says this all the time. You know, he makes me cringe too. You know?
I can't stand him.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest.
You know,
But go ahead. Him in that damn airline.
Yeah,
But it
man,
is.
Bumphead, his buckhead ass, Bumphead. When he talk about the Steelers, claim he a Steelers fan, and then he
Is he? I never knew
his
team.
I wonder why.
Oh my God! The fact that you just said he's a Steelers fan is.
Yeah, he'll get on there and talk about, man, I'm the biggest Steelers fan. You know, I've been saying shit, but damn, nigga, you serious? Talk bad about him. Like we.
I wouldn't have never knew that.
Yeah, but anyway, you know, one thing that he says that resonate with me: white folks catch the flu, and black folks catch pneumonia. So, you know, think about that when you're in society.
Wow.
And one thing when my dad was raising me, he always tell me, and I tell my kids this: you got one strike against you already. Don't make it 3 because you're black. So you got 2 strikes, you know, before you out. So you come into this world with a strike.
You do, as a black man, as a black woman.
Yeah.
You know, we have to work extra hard, you know, to accomplish anything that we set out to do.
Right.
And with that being said, I just want to thank this guy. I'm sorry that it took so long. The conversation tonight has been nothing less than amazing. You are an amazing human. You take on so many avenues. You take on so much responsibility to our community, to our youth, and we applaud you for that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and one thing to that, I'm glad you said that. Just because you don't see me out there, you know, posting or saying nothing, I'm a behind the scenes guy. You know, I like I was telling you earlier. You know, I don't care. You know, when I first started radio, you know, you get the so-called fame and stuff. That was cool when you're young, but as you get older, I don't do things for likes no more because I do things for the eyes of the Lord because I know it's where I get my blessings from.
Yes.
So you know, just because you don't see me, I'm out there working. I promise you, I am. I'm just a behind the scenes guy.
And that's okay. It's okay to not be in the forefront of things anymore. And still doing good work within our community because you know everybody, like you say, everybody don't do things for likes, you know. And when you get in that space to where the things you do is not for likes, because social media would drive you and make you think that everything you do have to be for the likes of others. And if you can get around that corner, you're in a good space.
And just don't. And always remember, there's a lot of millionaires out there that people don't know about.
A lot. Yeah. I'm not one of them. There's a lot of them out there. I'm on my way though. I'm on my way.
Yeah, we all on our way.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm behind the scene person. So
and there's nothing.
We all working. You know, so just because you don't see me out there, or something like that, best believe I'm working. You know, I let them have that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know what I do. People around me know what I do. My family know what I do. The main thing is the man upstairs know what I do, and as long as they know, I'm good.
And that's all that matters. And we grow into that.
Right.
That ain't something that we wake up with. Some might do, but a lot of us, we grow into that. and to knowing that what we do is for the better of other people and to give back to our communities is what God intended us and what put us on this earth to do. And is to love somebody that's, not just not you. We say love yourself, but love others as well and give back to your community when you can. And before I go, I want you to let us know all the stuff that you got coming up. I know about the New Year's Eve party. Tell us about that, how we can get tickets. He's going to put it in the bottom of the comments, but I just want him to elaborate on it before we go. And,
The toast, .eventbrite.com is the toast. The biggest New Year's Eve party they had in Arkansas. In Little Rock is at the Marriott. New Year's Eve, December 31st. Make sure you come there. Rodney Block, Self Love, DJing. It's about 3 or 4 DJs. Man, it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be elegant. Let's come out there and celebrate. And I'm really excited about this because you get to come out of one year and you're bringing a new year in with your friends and family. So we're gonna have a good time. I know I'm gonna have a good time. So y'all come on out there as well. And then of course, y'all pray for me because I'm trying to get through this school thing, this doctoral program. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. Sometimes I want to quit, but I'm not no quitter.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So I'm gonna hang in there. And then of course, I still DJ. Make sure you listen to 96.5. I still travel. XM. I'll let you know when I'm on there. I do specialty shows. I DJ at other markets. Somebody called me and say, "Man, where you at?" I said, "I'm in Arkansas." "I just heard you." I said, "Well, digital, it's a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Email, I send my mixes on the different radio stations. I've had people say they've heard me while they're in that, in that state. So, God's been real good, and shout out to all the Indy artists in Arkansas. If I missed your name, there's nothing, it ain't no hating or nothing like that.
No.
I love
we know who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are. Those are ones, the people that I named, I've had, in close encounters with. I would love to, meet other folks. When you see me out, come and talk to me. But I definitely want to go to that 428 mic drop. Whoever's in charge of that, can I please just come and watch? I just want to come watch.
I do too.
Yeah, like I say, it's
because I didn't know about it.
Oh man, it's dope, man. I know I keep plugging. I'm trying to tell y'all, go watch that shit. I promise you.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm it's on Facebook, right?
It's on Facebook.
So
I know D Dirt had it on his page and Joker Beasley had it on his page. But go watch it. And then I know Rod D got an artist, Papa Hussein, who's doing
Papa Hussein that is coming to the den. Rod D is gonna hook that up for a girl. I can't wait.
Yeah, check him out.
Yes, he dope. He dope. He real dope.
The Indy Artists is doing big things, man. Much success to you going into the 2025.
Much success.
Yeah, that's it.
So hey, once again, thank you for coming to the den. I'm always super excited to sit down and talk to creative minds, they're doing amazing thing in our community that I'm looking forward to continuing to see do amazing things. And just kudos to you guys.
And I gotta give one more shout out to my guy K-Rock and JoJo Everything. They came to the game with me.
Who was that?
K-Rock.
K-Rock.
JoJo, yeah, K-Rock.
Okay.
K-Rock. We was known as the Conway Bad Boys.
Not
also
the
to my girl,
boys.
Skirt with the Dirt, doing big things.
I know Skirt with the Dirt.
Yeah. Holla what it do.
Yeah, I heard that before. Yeah. So this guy right here, phenomenal person, phenomenal human, great community activist. Follow him on all platforms. Facebook for sure, James Cain. If you want your kid to be a part of his Kappa League, please reach out to him.
We want him.
They're doing phenomenal things.
We want him.
And our youth needs an avenue to channel that energy. We just don't want them to be a part of the streets. And this is an avenue. If you can't find another avenue, this is definitely one you should reach out to. So once again, thanks, God, for coming to the den. This has been an amazing conversation. I have been looking forward to it all week. I'm sorry that it took so long, but hey, you came. So as always, it's your girl, April Day, in the den. And hey, you've been kicking it with us. And till next time, be cool, love who you love, and don't let nobody change that. This is the guy, James Cain.